Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? I do so many readings, but I don't remember doing one for you before, so I like to explain real quick kind of how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I try to describe the picture the best that I can. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, hear it later, or somebody else will validate, or remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you. And they'll go, "Oh, I know what she's talking about." So I've had people come back 6 months later and go, "Well, that finally happened. What you said." What It's not what I say, it's what they say. So she's singing a song, but it's very, very far away, faint. Just gonna have to get closer or something. It sounds angelic. It sounds, maybe it's not her singing it, because maybe a handful of times I've been allowed to hear the actual angels singing, and it sounds more like that. But it's far off. I don't know why this is happening. There's always a reason. Pause this. Let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. This is different. Something different. Okay. Now that was unusual, but eh. Sometimes when I do my readings, like on Tuesdays and stuff, once I open up, my guides and angels come through like, oh, we got her now. She's paying attention. So the singing was for me, but it's, oh, darn it, sorry. I thought I had everything turned off. But it was also for you because I can hear them now, the angels. They're angels talking about how much you are loved. You are loved. You are so loved. You are loved. They just keep saying that you are loved. So, right as I started doing this, I felt the need to grab my pyrite. Look how pretty that is. Looks like gold. So, you don't remember what this is for. I have so many of them, I can't remember all their abilities. Go get a piece of pyrite. I have a little bitty pyrite necklace. My favorite crystal, the most powerful one I have, is this one. So it doesn't have to be very big. It doesn't have to be very big to do the job. So they're wanting you to get a piece of pyrite. You can get a piece that will get a necklace. Amazon, they're cheap. Get a little piece to put in your pocket, or get a little piece to put next to wherever you spend most of your, or even next to the bed. I'm hearing next to your bed, next to your bed. Somebody saying next to your bed. Alexa, metaphysical properties of pyrite.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, pyrite has a connection to the solar plexus chakra and is used to increase strength, energy, willpower, and confidence. It's also a wonderful abundance stone, encouraging wealth, prosperity, and success. It's connected to the sun, which has a bright, yang fire energy.
Thank you. I hope you could hear that. I think I had her up loud enough. Anyway, so getting to your cousin. She had a lot to do with whatever was just going on, because whatever is going on, it's meant for you. This doesn't happen just willy nilly. She want she wants to know why you're being so stubborn. You're being very stubborn about something. See if she's going to tell us. They usually don't tell me all the details. They'll tell me just enough so you understand what they're talking about. She says, stubborn as a jackass. But she's giggling. She's got a smile on her face. She's giggling. She says, I mean that with love. You got to give a little bit. She's saying also, this thing's kind of warm to get. Candles don't have to be very big. It's a sage candle. Try some of that. I was burning sage earlier. Like where you're sitting when you watch TV, just get you a candle that you can light once in a while and kind of cleanse that area, she says. She says it'll do wonders. She loves you very much. Something about her flipping her hair, like flipped her hair, flip, always flipping her hair back to the back of her shoulders. They'll usually just give me a couple of things to validate who they are, hopefully. Um, she said, okay, all right. She says you're stuck in a loop, this loop. You keep doing the same thing over and over. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, but expecting a different outcome. So this thing is not happening to you, it's happening for you. You need to learn how to get out. It's like, okay, when I would tell my son, you're picking the same girl, the same nutcases, the same type, just with different faces. It's in a loop until you find that thing to pull you out of that loop or you jerk yourself out of that loop and stop doing the same things that you're doing over and over and over. It's not happening to you. It's happening, I said for you, but it's happening because you're doing the same thing over and over and over. You got to get away, change that energy. She says, all you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. And she's like right here in my ear right now. You have to ask. And then she's calling you hard headed. I don't know you. Maybe you are. Okay. She says it's like when you rearrange the furniture. It just feels good for a while. It's something different. It's just same environment, but it's different. It's different, like rearranging the furniture. Something you need to rearrange. Something you need to rearrange in your life. There's a closet you need to clean out. you're you're getting house cleaning instructions like I get. They always tell me to clean my desk off. There's a closet you need to clean out. There's a closet you've got a lot of stuff packed in. I have the feeling that there's something in there that you're going to find that you forgot was in there. Not just that you have a cluttered closet like all of mine. I have a lot of closets and there's a lot of crap in here. Um, what she's talking about, she's talking about don't be afraid to make breakfast and break an egg. Other than eggs are very expensive right now, but they'll go back down. No big deal. Say it again. If I misunderstood her. Don't forget to make, don't be afraid to make breakfast and break an egg. I don't know if she's talking about because it costs so much. She's not elaborating on it. This is her show. I let them say or show whatever they want within reason. She's showing me different stuff. It's like she holds her hand out to you, but she's holding it kind of down. She's up a little higher, which doesn't matter. It's more like she's standing and you're sitting on a couch. And she holds her hand out. She wants to lift you up. She wants to pull you. What's this? That's not like, I can't do it very well sitting in a chair. She wants to lift you up. She wants to pull you up, not necessarily to get up to your feet instead of sitting on the couch, but more like lift you up. She wants to pull you up higher. She wants to help raise your vibration. And she's going the loop again. She's talking about the loop. And I had her pick a card earlier. They like to do this a lot of times. These are my release cards, what you need to let go of. And I'll shuffle until she told me to stop. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Stop being clingy. So she picked that card. Now, surrender to complete healing. I used to go to my Reiki master once a month, and I would catch myself fighting, resisting the healing. And I go, why? I paid to come here. I mean, this is what I wanted. Why am I resisting it? I don't know. Sometimes we close ourselves off to those things and we may not even realize it. We block it. Why? It would be kind of silly, but I did. So she wants you to surrender to complete healing. She's talking about tic-tac-toe. So either you guys used to play tic-tac-toe or you've recently played tic-tac-toe with somebody. And if you've recently played tic-tac-toe with somebody, she was there. Or if you played it with her when you guys were younger, then she's validating that it's her. It's coming through a little bit different than. Stop it. I just swore I had my stuff shut off. Sometimes you think there's somebody in the room with you. She keeps showing this living room. Doesn't have to be the living room. It could be just that she's showing me a room in a house. Sometimes it's exact, sometimes it's general. And you think you hear somebody like make a movement, or you think you see a movement out of the corner of your eye, or you feel like somebody's there. And if it's very soft and gentle, it's her. When you get that, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more signs to let you know that she's there. She's, okay, now she's saying you're soft and gentle and sweet. A little bit different than what she was saying a little bit ago. Where would you be without me? Where would you be without me? I have helped you more than you know from the other side. If you need help with these things, ask her. Just sit down and ask her for help with blah, blah, blah. But I always tell people if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in, don't ask Uncle Joe for financial advice for help with finances because he didn't quite understand how it worked here. So, like, I usually ask my stepdad because he was great with money. He says, sharing is caring, sharing is caring. She's not elaborating. So she says, sometimes you think you're batshit crazy. You're just kind of giggling like this. Sometimes you think you're batshit crazy. And she said, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't want to be like everybody else. You don't have to be like everybody else. You do your own thing. Fly your own kite, she says. I don't think I've ever heard that expression. Fly your own kite. Do your own thing. Who cares if people think you're batshit crazy? I don't care if people think I'm crazy. It took a long time to get there. So she's saying wag your own tail. Where's she coming up with this stuff? I never heard that. Wag your own tail. Be your own boo. Be your own boss. Do your own thing. Don't let others put a shell on you. Let others put a shell on you. Usually I hear put you in a box. So I think that she means pretty much the same thing. Do what you need to do and stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. Be you, do you, love you, cherish you. She's not talking about she's saying those words to you that I love you, I cherish you. She wants you to love and cherish yourself. Surrender to complete healing. Hang on. Nick's trying to sing a song. Okay, so she's singing Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield, Heartache to Heartache. Go Google that song, Google the words, YouTube it, whatever you want to do, listen to it. There's a message in there for you from her. We like to connect with music. It's awesome to connect with music. So with that, she's turned herself into what looks like a little cherub, like a cherub angel that you might hang on a Christmas tree or like a little angel ornament. Maybe you have something like that, or maybe you have something like that with her name on it, or somebody does and you've seen it. It's like just a little angel kind of praying, like a little kid, little girl. I don't know if she's trying to validate herself, but she's kind of like a guardian angel for you. But you do need to ask her. She cannot override your free will choice. If you need help with something, you really have to ask. My guides, my guides stand up there and they go, Rhonda, what are you doing? We told you not to do that, but it's my free will choice. I want to pick the worst person in the world to hang out with. Eh, my choice, even though my guides don't like it. It's lessons for us to learn. That's why we're here. Okay, with that, she's going to leave. She's kind of sashaying. I call it sashaying out. She's kind of not weaving like a drum, but just kind of just kind of sauntering out. Might be a better word. She kind of goes, "I love you. Call on me anytime you want. I'll be around if you need me." Tell mom hi. Tell everybody else hi. And she's walking away as she's doing this. And I'm just pretty darn good where I'm at. She blows you a kiss, like, mwah, like one of those kisses. It's about don't forget the roses. So I don't know if you give somebody roses, just gave somebody roses, or somebody gave you roses, or it could be any of those things. Or maybe you gave her a rose one time, or I don't know. They don't always explain everything. Okay, that she's gone. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.